Right guys, I'm having kind of anxious morning because I really want to go out and start taking photographs with my brand new Canon 70D that you're looking me through, but I have a busy day ahead of me. I'm a busy weekend ahead of me because I'm a busy man. And I'm playing tonight with Liberty Hell. We haven't done a gig since before the Slither tour, so I'm really looking forward to playing with Liberty Hell again. Tomorrow night we're playing with Slither, and Sunday late afternoon, early evening we're playing with Slither again. And then next week I got a full week of sessions again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So yeah, I thought the sensible thing to do would be to get started on tomorrow's vlog, get a little bit ahead of the game, and then a little bit later in the afternoon I'll go out and take some photos. It'll work out fine that way as well. I'll just be a little bit ahead of the game. I'll be a little bit more not under pressure the same way. I was kind of a little bit ahead of a couple of days ahead of the editing on the tour with the vlogs, and the biggest problem was uploading. Now I'm kind of in schedule, but still I'm filming quite a few days ahead of it, but which is fine. I think I'm going to try to keep it that way from now on. It just gives me a little bit more time to plan and kind of preparations for the vlogs and all that sort of stuff. Especially when we have another trip coming on in a few weeks' time. So I'll have to keep a little bit ahead of the game, not to start missing days and that kind of stuff, as we haven't missed any so far. Yes, right. So editing vlog, then we go and taking photos later on. So for the best. Check this out guys, I connected my 70D in the computer just to check out the shutter account on this machine. As I said, I bought it second hand. The story was that the guy who sold it to me, it was his father's, who bought it as, in the son's words, midlife crisis, wanted to be a photographer, never really used it. This is absolutely insane. Check it out. The shutter count is 1,511. The shutters on 70D are estimated to have a lifespan of about 100,000 shots. That's insane. Like, they don't really let you try shutters anymore in the shops because otherwise the count is going to be going down. In a decent shop, obviously they have a one unit where you can try, but that's practically new. That's nothing. Like, that's just, oh lordy. I bought a brand new camera basically for half the price. So what this means, like, this doesn't really mean much to me in the sense that I'm happy that it's low. I'm happy it's brand new. I will use it for a long time. What it does mean though, that if in a few years down the line, after a lot of use, I decide to upgrade it to something else, that shutter count is low enough that it'll still be worth something. So I didn't know the shutter count until I bought it. I took a risk. I took a gamble. I trusted my instincts based on what I saw on the camera itself, and once again my instincts were right and the gamble paid off. So happy days.
Where there's darkness there is light, always side by side. The ones who always smiles.
Check this out guys. Some of you must have seen from the older videos that I have an old film Canon EOS 500, donkeys years old. But to my surprise, it has a lens. It was a kit lens at the time, so it's nothing fancy at all. But because these are crop sensor cameras nowadays, they're different system. So the lens that is on this, which is 18 to 55 millimeter. So this is the 18 what you're looking at now. And if I zoom it in all the way to the 55, you see that I'm pretty close up here, which is much more than a normal. It's multiplied by 1.6 or something like that, whatever it works out. The old lens on the EOS is at 28 to 80. It's nothing fancy. It's still 3.5 to 5.6 aperture. Not letting like a massive amounts of light through, but it's still that region of 50 to 80. That's gonna be really useful for like photography when I'm traveling for zooms, because 80 millimeters on a crop sensor lens is 128. That's already starting to be quite a substantial zoom. The thing is that it does have an autofocus, and the autofocus works. It does sound like it's possessed by crickets. It's making a lot of noise. I'm cool with it because I won't be using this for... You could use this for video, for manual focus, and on a tripod. It doesn't have image stabilization or anything like that. But I have another lens that I can see that between 50 and 80 being very, very useful for some stuff. In fact, this is going to stop me going after trying to buy a bigger zoom lens for a long, long time. Because what I really want to get is two lenses right now. I want to get wide angle zoom lens. Probably going to go cheap and go with the 10 to 18 millimeter Canon one, which is really, really good quality. Highly recommended. I'll probably try to get something short distance, like below 30, 35 maximum, but below 30 prime lens that will then let in a lot more light for dark shooting and that kind of stuff. Hopefully with image stabilization, but I don't think I can afford it. But anyway, those are in the future. This probably going to save me for at least for a year. It's going to save me a fair bit of money by having this. Delighted about it. It's missing lens cap this side, which I have to get it sorted. I have to get one. I can get them adverts for sweet F all. So cool. Delighted with this. Woohoo! It's a good day.
What goes up must come down. I gotta climb to a higher ground. We lose a purpose in this town. Your smile turns into a frown.
Okay, I was about to film a short video for you guys of just explaining, which I'm going to do now. It's just explaining that I've been working pretty damn hard here. I got the last full day tour vlog edited. It ended up being really, really long, but it's well worth it because it has loads of stuff. It has, we get to go and see how wine is made. They show us all behind the scenes stuff. We get to taste a lot of wine. We have a dog with a hat. We have Asturian hospitality is the finest. We have amazing sunsets. We have it all. So it's well worth it. After that, I spent some time on Lightroom. I'm becoming a massive, massive fan of Lightroom. I have to say now. Everything you see me post on Instagram goes through Lightroom now. Anyway, so I have loads of photos still left from the tour, which are all filmed on the Canon G7X. I'm taking pictures taken with the Canon G7X. Now all I want to do is go out and take pictures with the 70D. But those photos are so amazing because I'm going to leave them on. Now, then I've been working all morning also figuring out all the video settings on the Canon 70D, and let's just say it's been a day that I learned a lot. I just run into a little bit of snag. I was wondering why every time I was trying to film something it just stopped after a while and then went into one of the folders. And there's this mode on which I don't really understand why, but hey, why not? Canon decided to put on the 70D, which is, it films like 4-second videos. And I've accidentally, while I was testing out all the settings, I switched that on. So if you're wondering what's happening, it might be that if you have a problem with your 70D. So there you go. Now, gonna head out, and it's about the bloody time I put this camera to some test and see what comes out of it. super excited. Let's do this.
But don't you worry, it ain't just you. Everything you've been through. So don't you worry, there ain't much you can do. Just ride the waves when you're feeling blue.
Don't mind me saying this, but at the moment, Dublin city centre, between the Lewis Works, which is city centre completely chaos, and then the undesirables, which would be the drug addicts, who are hanging around the quays. Makes the city centre absolutely a mess today. Interesting. Friday night, Porterhouse, Liberty Hell. First time on this stage since the tour. Good to be back. Liberty Hell gigs are always fun, so see you in a bit.
I thought you saw it before.
Desmond, how was the trip back?
It was actually, the way back was pretty wet. It rained for 2 days solid. I left Austria Sunday morning, got to Regensburg on Sunday night, then it started raining. Then I drove to Saarbrücken, it still rained non-stop. Then I got to Amiens, and it still rained. Then I drove to Cherbourg, and it was still raining. And when I got to the ferry, the sun came out.
Lovely.
And then I boarded the ferry, checked into my cabin, which was a cabin without a window.
Lovely.
Enjoyed a 17-hour crossing. Really, really rough crossing. Really rough crossing. All in all, it was a perfectly average return journey.
Nice.